Nikki Haley, Betsy DeVos become Donald Trump's first female appointments. President-elect Donald Trump has chosen 2 women to serve in his cabinet. Donald Trump has appointed South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to U.S. Ambassador to the UN. Betsy DeVos, a conservative activist, billionaire philanthropist and advocate for school choice, has accepted the position of Education Secretary. Nikki Haley, the Republican governor of South Carolina, has been picked as the incoming administration's ambassador to the United Nations. On Wednesday, Ms. DeVos tweeted her acceptance, saying she was honored to work with Mr. Trump towards making education in America great again. "I am honored to work with the president-elect on his vision to make American education great again. The status quo in ed is not acceptable," she wrote. "I am honored to work with the president-elect on his vision to make American education great again. The status quo in ed is not acceptable." Saturday's meeting between Ms. DeVos, 58, President-elect Trump and Vice President-elect Pence involved discussing the Common Core mission and setting higher national standards and promoting the growth of school choice across the nation, according to a Trump transition team statement. The impending appointment of Ms. DeVos, a former Michigan Republican Party chairwoman, is a potentially controversial choice for the president-elect. The left will disapprove of her fervent advocacy for charter schools and private school voucher programs, while parts of the right will be upset about her association with groups supporting America's Common Core education standards, which Mr. Trump routinely vowed to eliminate during the campaign. Frank Cannon, president of the Anti-Common Core American Principles Project, called the appointment puzzling, adding that nominating Ms. DeVos would not qualify as draining the swamp, and it seems to fly in the face of what Trump has stated on education policy up to this point, CNN reports. During a school choice forum at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland back in July, Ms. DeVos accused teachers' unions of holding back innovation in education and called them a formidable foe at both state and national levels. "Betsy DeVos is a brilliant and passionate education advocate," Mr. Trump said Wednesday in a statement. "Under her leadership, we will reform the U.S. education system and break the bureaucracy that is holding our children back so that we can deliver world-class education and school choice to all families." Tapping Ms. DeVos as his education secretary also signals that Mr. Trump intends to go through with his sweeping voucher plan once he takes office. On the campaign trail, he vowed to use federal funds to encourage states to make school choice available to all poor students, including through vouchers that allow low-income families to take public funding to private schools. Earlier in the day, Mr. Trump announced he would nominate South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to be UN ambassador. Governor Haley, 44, has little foreign policy experience but is generally considered a mainstream Republican. She was a critic of Mr. Trump during the Republican primaries. Trump and his new UN ambassador, in March. Pic.twitter.com Dramaziest. The rising Republican star is the daughter of Indian immigrants and was raised as a Sikh, which makes her the first member of a minority on Mr. Trump's list of otherwise white-only top administration officials. Both selections need to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate. Mr. Trump and his transition team are still in the process of filling cabinet and other high-level positions for the new administration. We're still awaiting word on his pick for the highest-profile job, Secretary of State, which could go to either former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani or former presidential nominee Mitt Romney.